Was Isagi ambidextrous since the start of Blue Lock? With the release of the latest chapter, Chapter 212, we see Isagi bring out a new weapon, which is his lefty direct shot inspired by Kunigami. However, did he always have this in his arsenal? In the start of the latest chapter released as of now, Isagi intercepted the ball between Don Lorenzo and Barrow. He now has the chance to start a counter-attack. In this panel right here, he says that his body was able to allow him to keep up with his thought process, or rather keep up with his metavision. What training is he talking about? He is most likely referring to his training with Kunigami in order to improve or learn whatever it may be. Now, there are tons of people who believe that Isagi came to Kunigami in order to bring his direct shot to 100% by adding a lefty direct shot to his weapons. I would not say that this is wrong, because actually, I believe that Kunigami helped him develop his lefty direct shot, at least in some way. Don't you think it would be hard to learn how to perform that lefty direct shot within around a week, especially from scratch? I wonder what Kunigami would get in return for teaching his signature move to Isagi. Was it because he felt like he owed Isagi after he was fed a goal? Probably not, since he already said that he did not feel like he owed him anything. Or maybe Isagi offered to feed him a goal during this match. We will probably see what actually happened in the next few chapters. Do not forget to like and subscribe to let me know that you want more content like this going. Hopefully we can reach 2,000 subscribers soon. But why stop there? In the Blue Lock spin-off novel, it is mentioned that Isagi wants to be a striker like Noel Noa. Isagi has always been that mob character until one day, when he was 8 years old, something astounding happened. Through the TV, he met a player. It was the young Noel Noa, who scored goals without ever changing a single facial expression. He says that he wants to be just like Noel Noa, so Isagi has been watching his videos, imitating his moves, and even writing these down in a notebook. This would imply that he has been training with his left leg a lot, as Noel Noa is a player gifted with ambidexterity. Although ambidexterity is mostly genetic, training to be ambidextrous would be possible but very rare to achieve. However, anything is very possible, especially in anime. Since anything can happen, it is possible that Isagi could learn to become ambidextrous in a short amount of time. However, I do have some things that might shut that down. Now, let's go back to the start. Most of you might think that Isagi has used his right leg most of the time, or that his right leg is his preferred leg. However, there are multiple instances wherein he has used his left leg comfortably and even effortlessly. I am aware that being able to dribble, pass, and all those things with your left leg does not instantly make you ambidextrous. Being ambidextrous means to use the left and right equally well. So, let's check some examples out and analyze them a bit. Ness says that he noticed that Isagi's direct shot has always been with his right leg. This might be the case during the Neo Egoist League, unless I missed something. However, there are multiple times wherein Isagi has used this direct shot with his left leg throughout the series. First off, the first time he used his first leg was when he passed to Tada during the match against Kira and Matsukaze High School. This does not mean that he is ambidextrous, of course, but it at least shows that he can use his left leg. There are multiple times wherein he passes with his left leg, such as in the match against Team X in the first selection. During the start of this play, he passes to Bachira with his left leg, and I do not think that it was necessary for him to pass with his left. Later on, he even traps the ball with his left leg as he receives a pass from Bachira. A few moments later, as Baru charges towards Isagi, he does a good no-look pass with his left leg to Kunigami, which led Team Z to their first goal. Moving on to the match against Team Y, Isagi and Gagamaru coordinate a plan to cross the ball to the other side for Gagamaru to score a goal. Isagi then uses his left leg in order to get it across. However, it is not that accurate. But this is because of the fact that his pass was too early and not because of his inability to use his left leg. Another time was in the U20 game, wherein he challenged Itoshi Sai to pass it to whom I believe was Itoshi Rin. He uses his left leg a lot as well when passing to Corona when doing their Planet Hotline. He actually uses his right and left foot regularly. He also passes to Kunigami with his left leg against Bachira and FC Barca. I honestly do not think that these are enough to come to the conclusion that Isagi is ambidextrous. Now, here is where it gets kind of interesting. At the start of the second selection, the cleared players have to get past the first stage in order to move on. In the first stage, the player must score 100 goals against Blue Lock Man, which is a hologram that acts as a goalkeeper. However, there are levels and it gets increasingly harder after a certain amount of goals are scored. Now here, we actually see Isagi perform a direct shot with his left leg as he scores his 20th goal. In this panel, we see him perform a direct shot with his right leg as the ball is coming from the left side. And then right after, we see him perform a direct shot with his left leg next as it comes from the same side as well. Even with obstacles appearing to make it harder to score, Isagi still chooses to shoot with his left leg. And it works! His last shot in the max level was with his left leg as well, which allowed him to move on to the next stage. We were able to see him use his left leg as his shooting leg in this stage a lot, almost as much as his right leg. As I count how many times he attempted to shoot the ball based on the manga panels, 12 attempts were shown. 7 of them were with his right leg, and 6 of them were with his left. With what was shown in the manga, he made 3 goals with his right leg and 4 goals with his left leg. So based on only what we have, his direct shot with his left leg had a higher percentage against Bluelock Man. This statistic is not really accurate as we were only able to see a few attempts that actually showed which leg he used to shoot with. And of course, because not all shot attempts were shown. This just shows the potential that he has with his left leg. Isagi actually attempted a direct shot during an actual game as well. During the U20 match, in chapter 129, Nagi passes it to Isagi by bouncing it behind Itoshi Rin, and so he attempts a direct shot with his left leg. But right before he gets to shoot, the ball gets intercepted by Aiku, the captain of Japan's U20. We could have possibly seen the first lefty direct shot in an actual match if it weren't for Aiku. This would have instantly shut down the narrative of Isagi learning his lefty direct shot from Kunigami. However, this does not mean that Kunigami cannot help him improve his lefty direct shot, or even both aspects of his direct shots, as Kunigami could have helped with physicality and power in general. During the Neo Egoist League, Ness observed that Isagi's direct shot relied on his right leg as that is the shooting leg that he sees him shoot with. However, the latest chapter proved that he was truly wrong. With the lefty direct shot added to his arsenal, Isagi gets closer to being a player just like his idol, Noel Noa. If he actually is ambidextrous or even gains true ambidexterity in a short amount of time, then he is going to be a bigger problem in the Neo Egoist League. At this rate, I can actually see him and Bastard Munchen going undefeated. But who knows what the Ubers have in store for Isagi and Bastard Munchen. They are a very tactical team, and Isagi getting that goal might just be a setup in order to get a gist of Isagi's playstyle. But as of right now, he still has a lot to prove, especially if he wants to surpass Kaiser as a striker. He may have scored a goal now, but there is still a difficult road ahead of him, as he is going to need more than that one goal during this match. To sum it all up, Isagi has actually used his left leg more often than we actually think. Does this all mean that he is actually ambidextrous? He dedicated years to becoming like his idol, Noel Noa, so it is very likely that he has trained very hard to have at least a decent left leg. I believe that his left leg is at least almost as good as his right leg, especially if he was actually able to develop it with Kunigami. I won't conclude whether Isagi is ambidextrous or not, but I believe that this makes a decent argument and can bring up some questions. I would like to hear what you guys think. Do you think that Isagi was always ambidextrous? And if you have any scenarios that you would want me to cover, let me know down in the comments. Are you satisfied with Shido's debut in the final episode of Blue Lock and want to see more of him? Check this video out right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thank you for watching.